up and running. My computer killed itself. So that was fun. That was really fun. Super fun, actually. We're on lap 8 of 12 of the stage. Lap 20 of 50, actually. We're on lap 21, actually. To be fair, there's 4 to go on the stage. Parker Kligerman is leading, then Riggs, Honeycutt, Majeski, Enfinger, Ankrum, Lewis, Hemrick, Gralla, and Rogero. As Giro is in the pits, actually. Actually, Honeycutt is not in third. I lied. This is, dude, the timing of this is so weird. It is so weird because it's like the naval base has very bad timing stuff. It's a little weird, not gonna lie. But chicken butt. Kligerman is ahead of Kligerman now, and Majeski's behind Kligerman, and he's gonna go for the kill soon. Kligerman came into pit earlier in this race, earlier in stage 1, but he is kind of struggling to hold Majeski behind him, and he did not hold Riggs behind him at all. Riggs, though, starting to gain a gap, basically a second to Kligerman. Majeski less than half a second to Kligerman himself. And he might pounce soon enough. I mean, this is incredible from Lee Riggs. He is probably going to win stage 2 too. As Kligerman started 8th. He was 28th in stage 1 because he flipped the stage, and now he's currently 2nd. Good race from Kligerman so far. Parker, great racer from Connecticut. Lovely guy. Lovely guy, actually. But Landon Lewis is in the pits. Cos Grulla's in the pits. Johnson in 24th. And Corey LaJoy is out of the race. He had an issue with his car, and he is officially out of this race, sadly. But he is out. Grant Enfinger has been amazing so far this race. Fastest lap, not of the race, but a lap 21, a 137.3. Nobody has beaten Lane Riggs' 136.1 done on lap 9. Or no, sorry, lap 7. Sorry, no. I think it was lap 7 that he did it. But Grant Enfinger started 5th. He was 5th in stage 1, and he currently sits 4th place. Majeski in front of him, Kligerman in front of him, and Riggs in the lead. Adam Andretti makes his way into the top 10. Nicholson, after a crash earlier in stage 1, sits 9th. Eckes 8th, Reif 7th, Perez 6th, Ankrum 5th. Chandler Smith is 11th, Jimmy Johnson 14th. So Chandler Smith did pass Jimmy Johnson on the pits. That could be huge. That could be massive for Chandler Smith, who was struggling behind Johnson before the pit. Before the pit, he did struggle. And he now sits in 11th. 0-0 pits out to 21st. Casgrella pits out to 27th. And Lane Riggs officially coming down pit road to flip the stage with 2 to go. As Kligerman retakes the lead. Majeski half a second behind him. Enfinger 3.5 seconds back. Ankrum 11 seconds back from the lead. Perez is 20 seconds back from the lead. Then Reif in 22 seconds back. Eckes is 25 seconds back, and Lane Riggs gets away clean. He does. Will he get by Chandler Smith? Yes, he will. He falls. But not that far. Kligerman out front. Majeski trying to chase him down, but the gap is always stay within at least half a tenth or half a second so far. 2 to go. Kligerman could get some big stage points, though I don't know if he's in the standings. But Kligerman last won in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at Daytona last season. It was the second Daytona race, the fall Daytona race before the playoffs in the O'Reilly Series. Kligerman won in relief of Connor Zilic, although Zilic did get the win and the points for it. Kligerman was in the car for every single lap except for the first 5. But Kligerman here looking for a good points, and Majeski is now falling a little bit further back. Now down to 3.5 tenths of a or 3.5 tenths, 3/4 of a second. My goodness, I'm fumbling the words here. Enfinger 3 seconds back, Ankrum 12 seconds back, and then Perez and everyone is at least 20 seconds back from them. Muniz struggling. Landon Lewis 23rd. Kesgraw still 27th. But Marks is 2 laps down. Mozek is 1 lap down. Oh, and there's a crash! Jamie McMurray. He had brake issues earlier in the race, but now he finds himself with a flat tire and major damage. The steering wheel is not wanting to be held straight, I'll tell you that much. It is struggling down that corner. Completely ripped up the side. Right front tire is completely blown up. Is he able to make it to the pits? Riggs came out in 13th. Oh! Turn 16, which has been a major issue for a lot of the drivers in the top 3 series. And Jamie McMurray just slaps it. Flat tire. And he couldn't even go back into the pits because it was at turn 16, which is after the pits. He would have had to enter pit lane earlier. But yeah, completely just smacks the side. Paint coming off of the car. Oh my God, what a hit. And I believe he's being lapped. Here we go. Kligerman gets possibly moved. 1 lap to go. Kligerman ahead of Majeski, going for the lead. Majeski just tenths of a second behind him. Kligerman's driving a little bit crazy though, but not really because he's keeping the lead. It's not like he's braking or moving under braking. He's just, trying to keep Majeski behind him. Majeski in the 88, Kligerman in the 75. We're coming to the last few corners of this track. The gap is now back to 5 tenths of a second. Majeski does not try to go down the inside of this corner. Now around the chicane. There's not going to be many places where Ty Majeski can overtake in the next couple of corners. If he wants to do it, he's going to have to make a move. Coming to the line, and Kligerman wins stage 2. Majeski in second, Enfinger in third. Kligerman, a stage winner here in San Diego. Ankrum finishes 4th. Wow. The issue is, will he be able to get back to the front? Probably not now, because he didn't flip the stage. Lane Riggs, though, is unbelievable. He ended the stage. Well, it says he's still in 12th, but I mean, it's pretty good. Although 147.45 is awful. I'm not going to lie. That is horrendous. But, I mean, it's not bad. He's not bad. Yeah, Justin Marks out of the race. Oh, they just haven't done laps. Or at least I haven't gone through a lap. But Jimmy Johnson, Caden Honeycutt, Chandler Smith. Dang, Chandler Smith pitted second, came out in front of Caden Honeycutt and Jimmy Johnson, who were in third and first, respectively. Jimmy Johnson putting in some decent laps. Caden Honeycutt pretty fast. Chandler Smith, the fastest lap of the day, a 1:34.9 is the fastest lap of the day, beating Lane Riggs' 1:36.1, and then he bested it again. Not his own time, but he bested the Lane Riggs' fastest lap, a 1:36.1, by a couple tenths as well. Chandler Smith was flying in that last stint. Unbelievable from Chandler Smith. Here's some fun facts for you. The World Cup. The U.S. won. Beat Australia. Pretty good. Actually, let's do some World Cup stuff. World Cup. Here we go. World Cup matches. Yesterday, obviously, Mexico guaranteed themselves into the round of 32, though they haven't topped the group quite yet. The USA guaranteed themselves into the round of 32 earlier today with a 2-0 win against Australia and with a win or draw with Paraguay and Turkey. If Paraguay wins or draws with Turkey, the US are heading into the round of 32 atop of the group. And if that's the case, it is possible that if England, who play Ghana on Tuesday, if England top the group and the U.S. top the group, there's a chance they play in the round of 16 and both of them win. Now, it's not confirmed. It's just a speculation. But if they did, possibility, the game would be on July 4th, which is the U.S. Independence Day, and it would be in Philly, allegedly. Now, it's not guaranteed. None of this is guaranteed. Nobody knows what the round of 32 and round of 16 are going to look like, but that is a possibility of the knockout stages, is the U.S. Actually, I lied. Mexico did top the group. They have already topped the group. I lied. I didn't think they did. They did. Mexico tops the group because Czechia and South Africa tied, which is what the U.S. need tonight from Turkey and Paraguay. If they do not tie and Turkey wins, it is down to the third game between the U.S. and Turkey to decide the top of the group. If the U.S. beat Turkey, they are obviously top. 3 wins, 3 games. If Turkey wins, they will be the top of the group. But only... actually, no, I don't... that's not true. If Turkey beats Paraguay and then beats the U.S., they'll have 6 points. The U.S. will have 6. If Australia beat Paraguay in the third game, they'll have 6 points, which means the standings will be... Actually, at that point, I don't know. Actually, at that point, it go to goal difference, actually. It would go to goal difference, and the U.S. currently have the best goal difference. So, I think it will go to goal difference. I'm not fully sure. It might actually go to goal difference. But, yeah. We're hoping the U.S. can pull out top of the group. We are hoping. But, I mean, yeah, it's looking decent for the U.S. at least at this point. Tomorrow, let's go back to the matches. Tonight, the game is, well, first up, Brazil and Haiti. Brazil's probably going to win it. Morocco beat Scotland, which is pretty good. Turkey and Paraguay play at 11. 11 p.m. is kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Where is that game? It is... Oh, it's at Levi's. Okay. It's at Levi's Stadium. It's the Niners Stadium. That's awesome. Tomorrow, Netherlands and Sweden play. Germany and Ivory Coast, and Ecuador and Curacao. Which, if we look... So, tomorrow, Uh, mate, how do they have? Oh no, I'm okay. I'm losing it. Germany play Ivory Coast. They're both on 3 points. And Sweden and Netherlands play Sweden on one, three. Netherlands on one, and then what was the other one? It was Curacao and am I blind? Yeah, it's Curacao and Ecuador, which both are on 0 points. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of pulling for Curacao. Curacao. Why did I say Curacao? It's Curacao. Fuck, idiot. I'm an idiot. Curacao. I'm pulling for Curacao in that game versus Ecuador. Nothing against Ecuador, but I'm pulling for Curacao. And then actually, let me tell you who I'm pulling for in every group. In Group A, Mexico. Group B, Canada. Group C, Brazil. Group D, obviously the U.S. Group E, I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaning towards Germany, but I do want Curacao to finish above Ecuador. In Group F, Sweden, Gilchrist, also Germany, Kai Havertz, Group G, I don't really hold a fight in this. I don't really know. They're all tied, but realistically, probably Belgium. But also, oh, let me move my camera. Hold up, wait, shoot, wait. There we go. Probably Belgium, just because I like Kevin De Bruyne, and they have Lukaku as well. Group H, I am pulling for. Let's be honest, I'm pulling for Cape Verde. I would pull for Spain. Lamine Yamal sick, but no. In Group I, I'm pulling for Norway because of Holland. Group J, obviously Argentina. Group K, Colombia, obviously. Um, Not obviously. I don't know why you know that, but and then Group L, I don't really know. Normally, I pull for England, but I refuse to pull for England when they're in a tournament with us, and so it kind of goes a contradiction. Realistic, it probably is still England that I'm pulling for, at least in the group. If we face them, not going to pull for them, but it's a big if. But yeah, um, Messi's the goat. Let's just explain. Nope. Uh, Here we go. Here, by the way, one draw by the way. 9 shots, 3 on target. Interesting. Lineups. If we 5.6. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 5.6 for Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It wasn't the lowest. Diego Costa. Diego Diogo Costa was the worst, but rough. Let's age 41 club. Al Nasser. Okay, and let's go just real quick to another national team, real quick. Just say, quick little national team detour. Argentina, Algeria, lineups. No. Algeria, lineups. Lionel. 9.6. Yeah. Just saying. I actually don't hate Ronaldo. Let's be honest. I'm just messing. I don't actually hate Ronaldo. I think he's a good player. I think he's a bit arrogant. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like he's like arrogant like Zlatan, but like it comes off a little more cocky than Zlatan does. Like it's fine, but he acts like he's like so much better than Messi, which he isn't. I mean, they're if anything they're equal, but realistically, Messi is better. But I just find it's like the World Cup's only 8 matches or whatever. Like, dog, you literally said in a press conference years ago that the only thing you wanted to do was win the World Cup with Portugal, and now you're saying it's 8 games because Messi won. A couple years ago, I want to win the most, like 10 years ago, I want to win the most Ballon d'Ors. Messi wins the most Ballon d'Ors. The Ballon d'Ors don't really mean anything. They're a silly award, mate. What do you want of them? And yeah, you could be like goals change, the goals of players change, mate. That's just blatant BS from Ronaldo. Like, you still care about the golden ball. You still care about goals and assists. You still care about like trophies, awards. Stop acting like you don't. Just because Messi is more than you in certain aspects. Granted, Ronaldo is very good, and they did win 2 Nations League under him, which they've never done previously. But like, I don't know. Anyway, uh, the realistically, Pulisic was injured today, which kind of sucks. But yeah, there's been 9 lead changes. Why does it say there's been 4 caution laps? I can see more than 4 caution laps of caution. What are we doing? 26 laps in the stage. We are down 2 already. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna. You know what? I don't think I'm afraid to say this. I don't like stage racing. I don't like it. I hate it. Stage racing should not exist. Maybe a hot take, but I don't think it should exist. It just creates unnecessary like cautions. If if you're, I'd rather take away the stage points and increase the points for like races wins and race like where you finish in the race. You know, I think the variability of the variability, I think whatever, the ability to be able to pit whenever and risk having somebody spin and a caution come out, I think is really important for racing, especially if you close the pit lane during certain like the first couple laps of cautions. There should be no stage. I want there's no variability in strategy anymore in NASCAR. Like, granted, in F1 there's really not either. Same thing with IndyCar. Like, there's not really actually no IndyCar. Actually, I lied. There is very much variability because they do not have stages and they. But F1 doesn't really either. But it's the same. Like, I would love for motorsports to be open to multiple things. Like for F1, bring back the rainbow tires. I want ultra softs, super softs, hard, ultra hard. I want those. I want all the tire compounds. There was like 9 tire compounds at one point. Bring back the tire compounds because here's the thing: you have the tire compounds, right? So much variability. I've watched some of the older the season that they had a lot of compounds. Seeing Lewis Hamilton on ultra softs gun down the rest of the field late in a race is beautiful. Bring that back. You know what you should also bring back? Motorsport should also bring back multiple tire manufacturers. For F1, why is there just Pirelli? Bridgestone, Firestone, whatever the tire is, there are so many different tires that teams can use and they should be able to use than just Pirelli. Respect to Pirelli. But let's be honest, I want the variability. And you can have the tire manufacturers be like, we'll have this set of tires. We'll have 3 sets of tires. We'll have 5 sets of different tires. We'll have 9 sets of different tires. Right? So each tire manufacturer can make their own little tire compounds and do what they want with that. That should be allowed. And I think NASCAR should have that, and I think every motorsport should have that. Let there be competition. Because right now, in the current state of motorsports, it's all a monopoly, and I hate it. I hate the monopoly that many brands have in motorsports. I don't want just Firestones or Pirelli or like I don't want that. I want variability. Variability. I don't even know. But like I want different tires, different stuff. Like at NASCAR, it's hard to do that because spec series. IndyCar is also technically a spec series. But like, let's have some ability to change stuff. You know. As I said before, NASCAR, get rid of the stage cautions. Get rid of that. If somebody pits on lap 30 and there's a caution that comes out a lap later, let it happen. Let it happen. Why do we need to have stages in NASCAR? IndyCar doesn't have it. F1 doesn't have it. No other motorsport has stages. Why? Because it's talkie mushrooms for racing. It's terrible for racing. Get rid of the stage cautions. If you need to increase the points for everything, increase the points for everything, but take it out of NASCAR. Also, there's like 4 road courses in NASCAR. Add like 2 more. 6, 6, 6. Pause. 6 road courses, 6 super speedways, 6 like short tracks, rest intermediates or whatever, like whatever mixture of the in between those options are. You know, bring back the Daytona road course. Bring it back. Bring back the Roval. Just saying. As Jamie McMurray's out of the race. What else? What other gripes do I have with racing? I don't know. All right, here we go. The racing is starting. And it's Honeycutt and Smith fighting out for the lead. Behind him is Jimmy Johnson. Then Tyrell Minnie, Hemrick, Andretti, Haley, Gralla, Riggs, Sutton, Ruggiero, Majeski, Enfinger, Lewis, Perez, Bryson, Reif, Kligerman, and Queen. Honeycutt takes the lead from Chandler Smith. Jimmy Johnson right on his heels. The Ram trucks are doing well. Tyrell, 5th. Haley, 6th. Queen, 20th. I mean, they are doing pretty well so far in this race. They were nowhere to begin with, and now they're doing real well. As Honeycutt maintains his lead, the gap between Hemrick and Tyrell is nuts. It's already like a second, over a second, which is kind of crazy. And Haley might go down the inside of Tyrell into one of these corners. Here he goes, around the outside, down the outside, now the inside, and Justin Haley will be taking 5th place from Mini Tyrell. And now Mini Tyrell is jumping like a fly. Riggs gets ahead. Unbelievable. Justin Haley's move on Mini Tyrell, and now he's falling down the order. Haley is up a good amount of spots. And now Riggs is ahead of Justin Haley. He moves up to 5th. Kaz Gralla gets into 7th, ahead of Mini Tyrell, who falls back to 8th. Caden Honeycutt still has the lead. Jimmy Johnson and Chandler Smith both within a second. Jimmy Johnson is quickly falling back. Behind him is Hemrick, and then a big 2-second gap to Lane Riggs in 5th. Dawson Sutton's making moves into this first lap back. 21 to go. Caden Honeycutt leads, followed by Smith, Johnson, Hemrick, Riggs, Haley, Gralla, Tyrell, Ruggiero, and now Majeski overtakes Sutton for 10th, gets into the top 10. Out of this race is Jamie McMurray, Corey LaJoy, Grant Enfinger in 12th. The Gia Ruggiero now falls to Ty Majeski, who moves up to 8th. And Jimmy Johnson, in his second ever trucks race, is doing well. Has been in the top 3 all day. Led some laps even. Jimmy Johnson's led 2. Chandler Smith led 2. Caden Honeycutt 9. And Riggs still led the most laps with 10. He's sitting in 5th. And now he's hawking down Daniel Hemrick. Justin Haley and Mini Tyrell have kept 6th and 8th. Casgrove has kept 7th. Majeski and Ruggiero look to comfortably keep 9th and 10th. Hemrick started 32nd, was 12th in stage 1, 24th in stage 2, and currently sits 4th place. Kligerman in 13th. He's led some laps today. He's led 6 of them. Hemrick is now backing up to Riggs, with Honeycutt and Smith still within literally 0.2 of a second. Chandler Smith is looking for a win today and his second this season. He's going to have to be a little aggressive, though. Caden Honeycutt is not one to underestimate. Honeycutt, though, has now led 10 laps alongside Lane Riggs. Chandler Smith looks down the inside but doesn't go for it. Oh, here we go! And Honeycutt hits the wall! Caden Honeycutt hits the wall, falls to second, and now he's in the grass of Jimmy Johnson. Got into the tire barriers. And now he's almost 2 seconds back from Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith has taken the lead of this race, and he's now running away with it. 2 seconds between him and Honeycutt. Smoke is flying from Honeycutt's car. Honeycutt will need to pit in the next couple of laps. Maybe even as soon as this lap. He got wheel hop. And he just went right to the barrier. Couldn't brake hard enough to stop himself. And he's going to have to cede second place to Jimmy Johnson as soon as possible. Jimmy Johnson trying to look down the inside of Honeycutt. Doesn't go for it. Honeycutt still in the grass of Jimmy Johnson. And Johnson is now almost 4 seconds back from Chandler Smith in first. 20 to go. 31 to 50. And now Lane Riggs is in the mix. Riggs now on the bumper of Jimmy Johnson. This could spell trouble for the 7-time champion if he can't get ahead of Caden Honeycutt soon. But every single lap that Honeycutt stays ahead as Jimmy Johnson doesn't go down the inside. He was looking for it, though. But he doesn't go for it. Still within half a second as Honeycutt pits. Which gives Jimmy Johnson second and some fresh air between him and Chandler Smith. Riggs is behind him, though. Within half a second of him. This could be interesting. For second and third, and maybe even the lead of this race if Riggs gets in front of him, because as we've seen with clean air, nobody is better at this track than Lane Riggs. Haley, Hemrick, Gralla, Majeski, Enfinger, Ruggiero all move up. And now Lane Riggs takes second place from Jimmy Johnson. They are 6-7 seconds back from Chandler Smith in first. Unbelievable. Chandler Smith has been putting in double 135 laps. Unbelievable. Layton Riggs kind of keeping pace with Chandler Smith. Jimmy Johnson a 138 last lap. Not that good. But Chandler Smith is driving out of his mind. As the 33, I believe that's Frankie Muniz, is turned. Yeah, that is Frankie Muniz. He is turned. No yellow flag out, no caution out yet. It is still green flag racing. 19 to go. And now Lane Riggs is gunning for Chandler Smith. 4.5 seconds away from it as Muniz's truck is absolutely ruined. The back of it completely just destroyed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that car broken. That car is cooked. That car is so cooked. Riggs is not really gaining that much. Chandler Smith is keeping the race win in his sights. They may need to pit once more to do fuel or tires. But yeah, Riggs is quickly falling back. 18 to go now. Chandler Smith taking control of this race, 7 seconds back. Jimmy Johnson 8.3 seconds back. Wow, and Chandler Smith got into the 134s last lap. He is killing it right now. He's led 4 laps. He might as well lead the other. His best speed is just under 91 miles per hour. His last pit stop, though, was lap 19 with Lane Riggs was 26. He has an older tires, but he is gapping Riggs by a lot. This is unbelievable from Chandler Smith. You expect Riggs to be really good. He is a road course demon, as we know. He is the second best road course driver. He was the second best road course driver last season behind Corey Heim, but Chandler Smith is taking the reins of this as Frankie Muniz enters the pits, completely destroyed the back end of his car. Metal is flying everywhere. Paint is flying everywhere. How are they going to fix that? They are going to go for 4 tires. But how are they going to fix the back? Unbelievable. Chandler Smith is dang good right now. He is the highest average running position currently. Oh, no, I lied. Sorry, Caden Hunting has an average position of 3.53, but that'll go down quick. Chandler Smith, though, 4.5. He has been far and away the second best driver today. Riggs, 5.97. Jimmy Johnson, 5.5. I mean, this has been unbelievable from Chandler Smith so far. Yeah, unbelievable lap times from Chandler Smith. He has incredibly fast lap times. And there is a caution. Debris in turn 3. And that could change the tide of the race for Chandler Smith, Lane Riggs, and Jimmy Johnson. It'll be interesting to see this pit cycle. Chandler Smith's crew saying that they feel like they're going to be screwed either way, whether they pit now during the caution or if they pit after trying to gap the field. Yeah, that's that. Let's what else do we talk about? I got a video possibly coming out next week. Um, yeah, it's a figure skating video, so that'll be fun. Um, yeah, that'll be really fun. I'm very excited for it. It's a figure skating video. It yeah, it's a figure skating video. It's about Isabel Levita, her career, her life. So that's coming out probably Monday. I would say probably Monday. Um, but yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. Um, so yeah, I don't know. They're in commotion now because it's a lap caution. There are 17 laps left currently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 17 laps left. So